market.
Yeah.
It's catching action. And we're back with Cage Chronicles, episode number, what is it, Robin? 30,000? I think it's about 32 or something like that. Here today with James, and we've got Josh The Bosh on.
Hello.
Josh Green,
Josh
legend. We're going to find out all about Josh today.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is your first podcast?
First podcast ever, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. How's he looking with the distance from the microphones? Is it good? See that?
Bit closer?
Expert level. Yeah, we've had a busy few weeks. Obviously, me getting surgery.
Yeah.
Just getting back to the gym now. We had ACL, recon, and meniscus. So we haven't done like that many podcasts, but hopefully we start getting back in the routine of things now as well.
Yeah, get back into swing things.
There's got heaps of stuff coming up on me.
Yeah.
What we got coming up, James?
Alter.
Alter.
First
Alter,
one off my head.
20-week program.
Yeah.
So we're starting there.
That'll be our third one.
Third Alter program, they've all done really, really good.
Yeah.
You were there helping like coach the last one in the back and stuff.
Yeah, the last two I've been helping out, yeah.
Sorry, mate, last two.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they had their fights at the end of the 20 weeks.
Yeah, they were wicked. So with that coming up, we got the scholarship.
Yeah, that'll be exciting.
Yeah, so we had some good results from those. Won the first one with Jean-Luc, and obviously she's on and doing really good things. Jean-Luc's teaching a lot more now. Anthony won the other one with Marley, and Anthony's gone on to undefeated record now. Yeah. So he's got a fight coming up as well. So hopefully we get some good guys for the next one.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
So they'll have to get through the gauntlet first and then see.
Got the first beginner's course for Jiu-Jitsu for the year.
Yeah.
Starting that as well.
Yeah, is that every what's the time frame between that?
4 a year.
4 a year?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we run 4 a year.
State term time, then we do it.
Yeah.
It's good, like it gets people in the door and feeling comfortable.
Yeah.
Like the way that I can't feel that comfortable with James, but like you want to feel as comfortable as possible.
Yeah.
You know, and then just like fundamentals, basics, small group classes. It's the best way to go.
Well, Lockie's helped me on the next one, so
Is he?
you're definitely not going to feel comfortable.
No, not with Lockie.
Me and Lockie.
I would say not. Yeah, so we've got quite a few coming up. Obviously, fights. You've got a fight coming up.
Yep.
But let's get into it. So, Josh, people who don't know you, when did you start getting into martial arts? Where are you from? Give us a bit about you.
All right, so I'm from London, England, born and raised. My first martial art was karate when I was young. I think I was probably like between the ages of like 9 and 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 9 and 6. I feel like it's pretty standard thing for like your parents in like the UK to chuck you in like a karate class, taekwondo class, something like that.
But I didn't do.
Yeah. And then for a few years I didn't do any like martial arts. I went to like from karate to like swimming, rugby and stuff. And then for about year 7, so I was probably about 11, I didn't do anything. And then my mum was like, right, like you need to get into doing something. And I was getting into like loads of fights at the time, like being
These are not sanctioned fights.
These are not sanctioned fights. No, I was getting into lots of fights like in school, and to the point where like I'd go to school, I'd leave for school, and like, my mum would be like, "Please don't let me get a call today about you fighting and stuff like this." So yeah, that's how I started getting into boxing. My
What part of London were you from? Were you at school?
like West London.
Oh, West London.
Yeah,
So what were the suburbs there and stuff? And
Like around like Isleworth, Richmond, Sunbury area, like Feltham area. Yeah. My mum moved around a lot, like every 2 years, because she rented, but it was always around like West London
that
area.
Yeah.
So yeah, and my brother before previously was doing boxing, and so he had like a boxing gym which I knew about through him, and my mum was like, right, like if you want to do boxing, why don't we take you to like the gym Luke used to go to?
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, sweet. And then first started just going like Monday, then I went from like Monday and Tuesday, and then Monday, Wednesday and Friday when it started getting a bit more serious, and like I got into like an amateur team and like got carded and everything. Yeah.
Cool. So what sort of age did you stop doing the boxing then, like, in England?
In England. I started when I was 12, and then I stopped about 15. Had about maybe like a year off, year and a half, just messing about, being a delinquent. And then COVID hit, and I did like another year of boxing during COVID and stuff. Like some mates through my dad who introduced me to, and then I started boxing in another gym in Twickenham in London. And so like 12 to 15, and then 16 to 17, and then I stopped that. I was going down a darker road and stuff, getting into trouble and stuff, and then my mum was like, right, like I got arrested like 5 times. Yeah. And after like the 5th time, my mum was like, right, like you're getting out of here, like you're gonna go to work, you're gonna save up, and you're gonna go traveling. So that's what I did, and then I traveled around Europe for about like a month and a half. Stayed with my auntie who was living in Malta by the end of that. And then when I was about to go back home, my brother called me up and was like, why are you coming home? Like, why don't you just like keep going and stuff? I was like, well, first, like, I'm kind of running out of money. So I'm gonna have to come home anyway. So he's like, all right, but why don't you like go to like this Thailand thing? Like, you know, Jessie was telling me one of her mates are doing like some like boxing camp in Thailand. I was like, in my head, I thought like, why do you go to Thailand to box when like we're in England and we have like, you know, one of the best like boxing like traditions and like backstories like there is, you know? Culture, thank you. And then so I thought he sent me like I was looking at Tiger Muay Thai when I like did my own research and stuff, and then I sent that to Luke, my older brother, and he did his own research and came up with Phuket Fight Club. I was like, why don't you go to there? And my brother is a professional rugby player, so I was like, I'll probably listen to him about like fitness and stuff. So so me and my mum, we worked out like how much it would cost, how much I needed to save up, and then ended up going to Thailand, stayed at Phuket Fight Club for like a month. I ended up liking it so much that I ended up staying for like 4 or 5 months. I wasn't like super serious. I was training every day. But only in the afternoon sessions, and then I'd like still like go out like drinking, partying and stuff like that on the nights, exploring, having fun as like an 18-year-old would do. And then I eventually like ran out of money, and like I wasn't getting any help from like my dad. My mum couldn't like send me any money like physically. So I was in a bit of a situation. I was speaking to my mate about it from America, and he was in a similar situation. He was like, oh, well, I'm training at a Muay Thai gym, and like my Muay Thai coach like gets me fights and stuff, and I get paid through that. I was like, you get paid to fight? He was like, yeah. He was like, what, can you get me involved? Because like he knew I could fight and stuff, like we've been training together. So he's like, yeah, sweet. So he brought me to his Muay Thai gym, which is Dragon Muay Thai on Soy Thai Eid.
Just on the main.
And then the coach threw me into sparring, so I could like fight and like hold myself and stuff. So after like 2 weeks of training, he got me like a Muay Thai fight.
This is when you're 18?
This is when I'm 18. Got me a Muay Thai fight. I mean, I didn't even know how to check a kick until like my 3rd Muay Thai fight. I just thought.
Have you learned?
Yeah, now I like to think so.
I think that.
I like to think so. Anyway. But like just my mentality was like, you know, I need money. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna fight. Like, you know, I'm gonna put the pressure on. I started watching Muay Thai fights and like realizing they like start really slow, and thought like I could use that to my advantage if I just put the pace on like from the get go. And then they also thought like they call Muay Thai like the art of 8 limbs. I was like, well, I can't really kick, but you know, I can knee, I can elbow, I can punch. So, you know, that's like 6 versus 8. That's pretty good odds, you know.
So good kicks.
So you can do math.
Yeah, exactly.
You're getting better at it.
Been working on it. And then I had my first Muay Thai fight. I won by KO in the first round.
You boxing?
Boxing, yeah. Like the lad kicked me in like the leg, and I was like, shit, like, I can't take many of them. So I just went straight at it, got him out luckily. And then my second Muay Thai fight, I went back to training like the next day, and my coach was like, oh, like I need your help. I was like, oh, like what's wrong? Like, and he's like, oh, like one of my fighters pulled out, like, can you fight tonight? And it's literally like the day after. Right. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, like I'll fight.
How's your legs?
Pretty sore, like pretty sore, but I just thought, fuck it, like I needed the money, you know, I need to pay rent, all this.
How much were you getting like for a fight?
3,000-4,000 baht, So it's like so £100, $200.
Yeah.
So when I fought my second Muay Thai fight the next day, this lad was a bit bigger than me. I was like, fuck, like, it's not looking good. But I just thought, like, stick to my pressure, stick to my boxing, confidence, just go in there. It's a fight at the end of the day, like, anything can happen, you know?
Yeah.
And then I ended up TKOing him in, like, the third round. And then, my third Muay Thai fight was, like, a week after that. And like, and I just had
a lot of experience.
Yeah, but that's what I was like. That's kind of what you wanted, you know, as an amateur.
Getting paid.
Yeah, and getting paid, you know.
Yeah.
So my third Muay Thai fight, I was doing really well in the first round. I dropped the boy. He was a southpaw. I was framing. I did like a Conor McGregor. I knew he was gonna jab, so I slipped the jab, came over with like a left hook, dropped him clean.
Yeah.
And then he got up, started going at it again. In the second round, he like kicked me, and I actually checked.
Yeah.
Which I was pretty proud of myself. But like, I don't know. I don't think it was like conditioning or like my leg was still damaged. But like, as I've gone to check, I've put my leg back on the floor and it's gone like limp. So I'm like,
Did you hit your calf or did it?
something like that, probably. Yeah. I don't know, but I just couldn't put any weight on it. So then I was like, went back on my back foot, and he's just come straight at me, got me in the corner. The refs obviously like seen something's happened, seen my demeanor change, called it off, and then I took it like pretty hard. I was like, oh no, like I told my mates I'd go out with him afterwards. I was like, no, I'm gonna go home, all this and
Man,
that.
I've been doing this for 3 weeks.
Literally 3 weeks.
What are you gonna do to be good at this Muay Thai?
I know, hey, and then so I didn't take any fights after that. I was kind of just enjoying myself, and then I was seeing out this weed shop like with this 60-year-old Brazilian MMA coach who's like a 4th degree black belt in jiu-jitsu. So he's been doing it for ages.
What's it called?
Gaia Fabricio.
Oh, does he? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know he is.
He coached at like, or he was coaching at T-Wiz Striking in Thailand now, and so
Was he top team for a bit? I think there's someone totally different.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not too sure. But anyway, and then like I'm talking to him and we're smoking a joint together, and like I show him my fights and that. He's like, bro, how old are you? I'm just like, oh, like 18. Like I turned 19 in November. So I actually had my 19th birthday in Thailand. And he's like, oh, like, why don't you train MMA? And I was like, oh, well, I tried to get into it because, so I'll backtrack a little bit. Before I did my 4th year of boxing, I was trying to look into MMA and stuff because obviously Conor McGregor had fought Mayweather then. And that's when I found out about MMA. And I couldn't find any, like the closest MMA gym to my house was like an hour and a half, like by bus, train, there and back. And it was like proper expensive. So I was just like, you know what, like it's easier for me to do boxing. So I'll stick with boxing.
I'm going to stretch my leg here. Don't get weird.
No, it's
It's bad. So
He is weird.
stretch it out.
And the tout starts. Next minute, you going home with him.
I thought that was you trying to play footsies with me, James. but yeah, so then, so I explained that to him, and he was like, "Oh, kid, like, if you want, bro, like, why don't you go home?" Because he knew about my money situation and stuff, and then so why don't you go home, work, save up, and come back and like train under me. I'll train you up and everything, and we'll see what it goes. And by this time, like, bearing in mind, like when I left to go to Thailand, like I was getting arrested. I was involved with all sorts, like, you know, I was going down a really dark path. Like if you ask my mum and my dad at the time, like, oh, where do you think Josh is going to end up in like 2-3 years? They both would have said to you, oh, like dead or in prison, you know, or hospital.
Yeah.
And then, so where was I, sorry?
You just said about you maybe having to go home. And get
Yes.
some money.
Yeah.
He sort of suggested that to you.
Yeah. And yeah, so guy was like, yeah. And so Abbott, when he said that to me, like, oh, go home, earn some money, come back. To me, I was like, you know, whatever choice have I got? Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's the best idea I've got. So I was like, okay, sweet. So I went home. I worked nightclub jobs. I worked pub jobs. Like,
This is back in West London?
This is back in West London, yeah. So I've flown back now, working in pubs and bars and stuff, like going from one job, closing the pub at like 12 p.m. and going to working in like a nightclub with my mate. And you would think like a smart person would be planning this ahead of think like, oh, I'll do some boxing whilst I'm here. But my mentality was like, if I go proper serious now, I might like mess about a bit when I get back to Thailand. So I'm just going to get out of my system. So I was just partying, doing all sorts. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
And then I ended up getting to like 83, 84 kilos of just fat, like drinking everything. And then
Why are we looking at James?
why you gotta take it there, Steve?
I said if you
Same as me.
I said if you bring in my weight, I'm leaving.
That's it. No, but yeah. So then after like 4 or 5 months of working up, saving and stuff, went back to Thailand. Saw a guy on my first day, gave him a hug. He brought me to like this Russian gym.
He was like,
Called Dobrynya.
what are you doing?
Oh, imagine my heart would have dropped. Oh my god.
What are you talking about?
I was so high, mate.
Yeah.
Oh no! Thank God he didn't. Thank
Yeah.
God he didn't. But yeah, within like my first week of my second stint in Thailand, he's brought me to this Russian gym called like Dobrynya. It's closed now, but it was just behind Tiger Muay Thai.
Is it up the hill?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I used to be McSweeney's gym up there.
Yeah. And so I then I started training there for like 11, 12 months.
Yeah.
And that was hard, man. That was like the people there, they were all like professional fighters. They're all from like Dagestan, Chechnya, like Azerbaijan, like all the stands.
Dagestan got good fighters?
Yeah, sort of. A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so I was training there. After like a month, they like kind of like took me in, like they saw I was serious. You know, I'd be training like 3-4 times a day, like trying to get as much experience and knowledge as I can, like feeling like I needed to catch up and stuff, you know. And then I was like, there was probably me and like 2 other people who weren't like fighters. And then again, I started having some money problems. I saved about 3-4 grand whilst I was in England. I spent that within like 3 months.
Right.
So for the next 4 or 5 months, I was living off like 250 quid a month, which my mum would send me. And I would like pay rent and then a little bit of food. Yeah. And then I'd have to use my card to go into minus for the rest until I could get the next little bit of money for my mum. And then like sometimes my oldest brother, Tommy, would like send me some bit of money to help me out. My dad would for a little bit, but then my sister sent him a picture of me like smoking a joint and like stitched me up properly, and then he called me out like loads of abuse, anything. But so then from there I was just training constantly, and then
What was it like training with the Russians and that?
it's hard, man.
What sort of style of training? Like, what would the typical sessions be and stuff?
Boxing and kickboxing would be 9 a.m. Boxing would be 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m.
They've got that more like that K1 kickboxing style.
K1, Soviet style, like very flowy, very like elastic type, like, you know, and so like in and out, like Dmitry Bivol, like he's a good person, good Soviet style to watch.
Yeah.
But so boxing 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Kickboxing 11 to 12:30, and then in the afternoon would be like grappling, and that would be like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Then like 11 to 12:30 would be like MMA, and it would be
Just that's the grappling. Was the grappling? What style of grappling was that? Was it a lot of submission work, or was it a lot of wrestling, or was it? How was that?
So there was 2 classes. So from 3 to 4 was wrestling, straight wrestling, and they had a Dagestani Olympic gold medalist teaching it.
Right.
And like these guys barely spoke English, like barely.
Is there any Thais in here? It's in Thailand, right?
It's in Thailand, but it was just straight Russians. Yeah.
I know which one you mean. There's like it was on.
There's no Thais in there, like no Thais teaching.
No.
Right.
They did get a Muay Thai coach in at the end to add more classes, but that was for like the last couple months.
Right.
That was it. Yeah. But it was wrestling, and then at like 7 to 8 was like grappling, so like submissions, and Guy would be taking those classes. So it was like a mix between like Brazilian style and like Russian style as well, you know.
Cool.
And they had like some class coaches like Timur Valiev, Ruslan, like class coaches. And then I was training there for a while. After like I'd say like 8 or 9 months of training, one of my neighbours had moved out, and I'd become like friends. He's Aussie and from Sydney. His name's
Harry.
No, this boy's Trent.
Right.
But Trent is the one.
Trent's the guy who was fighting on Hex.
Yeah. He's fought on Hex.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
you know
yes.
him, mate.
Yeah.
And yeah, he introduced me to Harry Smith. And Harry Smith was like, bro, like, I brought him training with me into a Russian gym because, like, when I was having money problems, like, the Russians were like to me, okay, if you bring in 3-4 people a month and they pay for like a month's membership, that will like pay for your membership as well, so you won't have to pay. So I was like, okay, sweet. So I started doing that, and Harry was one of the people who I brought in, and through that he obviously saw me like fight and train and spar with the Russians, and like the Russians, when they spar, like it's like fighting, man. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, some people hit me so hard, man. Like, I'd get so nervous to go sparring. Like, it was rough.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's probably my early CTE, you know. And then yeah, so through him seeing me like fighting stuff, he goes like, "Bro, like, do you know what gamma is?" I was like, "What? Like the radiation? Like, what are you talking about?" Like, and he's like, "Nah, it's like a global association of mixed martial arts. Like, the world championships coming up soon. Like, he competed in the Asian championships and like got all buddy with like some of the people who run it. He was like, oh, I can get you on the team, because I told him I have an Australian passport through descent, luckily. On my mum's side, it's like half Australian. And so he's like, yeah, I can get you in the Australian team, bro. Like, you should definitely do it. You can like fight, like if you do well, you could have 4 or 5 fights in like 3 days. And like me as an amateur, like by this point, I'm like fully like, right, I'm going to be an MMA fighter. Like, I'm gonna make it pro. I'm gonna get to UFC. All this, you know, like I've probably started and committed to a journey, you know. And I was like, yeah, sweet. Like, sign me up. That's what you want, you know. You want as much experience as possible. So he signs me up, and then December 2023, go to Bangkok. That's where I met you, Kev, Ren, the twins, Frank and Ryan, Charlie, and what's the boy's name? The nutter.
Chris,
yes. And then like I remember speaking to you guys like oh, like, what's your experience stuff, like, oh, like, you know, I boxed for like 4 years, like been training MMA for like 6 months. You're like, you guys go to me like, you know, this is an MMA tournament. I'm like, yeah, like, do you know what I mean? But it's a fight, isn't it? Like, do you know what I mean? I just had like that mentality, you know, like it's a fight, like I'm a handful, like for anyone, you know. And then ended up doing pretty well, getting like my first fight, like a couple nut shots with a southpaw Muay Thai fighter and stuff, and then had like this bit like hard fight with like on the same day with this lad from like Azerbaijan, like big guy. Like, remember staying in the back with you, like getting all nervous, and I like kept telling you like I just really want to win, you know, like I really want to like get something to show like my mum and that like I can like do something like that.
But, like, I didn't know nothing of him. Then when he did his first fight, I was like, this guy can bosh. I was like, you were like bashing away. Like,
and like was it that first fight where like it was you, me, and Kev, like, oh, like, what would your fight name be? And I was like, oh, I've got one, like Josh The Bosh. And I was like, yeah, that's it. But yeah, I think that was the behind the scenes on the first fight. And then the second fight, like, I remember standing backstage with you and like saying all that stuff about like my mum and wanting to win something to like show her like I can actually get something from this, you know. And you go to me, I think that's the lad you're fighting over there. And he's like, he's a big lad, way bigger than me. I was like, really? I've got to fight him? And he was like, yeah. Like, I was like, fuck, okay. And I just had to like censor myself. I was like, you know, like, if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, like, this is gonna work out, you know, like something like kind of just putting my faith in like God and stuff, like, and then ended up winning that fight. I got battered like the first round.
It was a hard fight.
Yeah,
it was good though. It was a good fight.
I got battered like the first round, and then came out in like the second and the third. Like, the boy obviously tried to finish me in the first, and then I like withstood the storm.
Gassed him a bit.
Yeah, and then the second and third I just battered him, and then I won the second fight, and then the next day I had to fight this Kazakhstan guy, and like he had like knocked someone out with a spinning heel kick like in the first fight. I didn't know any of this at the time, because like I didn't want to like look like or care. To me, like my mentality was like, you know, like I'll fight anyone. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. Like, we've all got 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes. You know, we all bleed and everything. So yeah, ended up fighting him. Had a hard fight against him. I was pretty like battered as well. I had 2 like walls basically the day before, and he ended up like doing like some ninja stuff in the clinch. Like he was like knee me, and then like got onto my back and like got synced in like a rear naked choke. I think it was like the 3rd round, like the last round. Yeah, so then I lost that fight, but I had just done enough to get like a bronze medal. So I ended up winning like a bronze medal and stuff. And then just hung out, got to watch the rest of the fights throughout.
You did amazing, like, because everyone was talking about him the next day, because they were like on the fight, and then it's Josh. He was like, this was other countries as well.
Yeah.
So he'd really made an impression.
Yeah. I mean, the Kazakhstan coach even said to me like in elevator, like, you're a good fighter, man. Like, before I fought the Kazakhstan boy, he was like, you're fighting one of my fighters tomorrow, like, you're a good fighter. And I was like, oh, thank you, like, showed respect and everything. Then he came up to me and said a few words to me after the fight as well. And then yeah, so won the bronze medal and stuff, and then we went out to dinner, and then you surprised us all, like, by paying for the meal and everything, as like a good coach does and stuff. And then at the dinner table, like, you offered for me and Harry, like, if you guys want to come to Perth, like, you know, you guys can train, I can get you fights, and like, we can see where it goes. Like, so I was like, sweet. Like, I looked at you, I said, yeah, I'm coming. Like, after I finished my time in Thailand.
I was pretty drunk at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably just thought, like, this kid's talking shit. Yeah.
He ain't gonna come.
Yeah.
He's here.
Shaves on the front door.
Yeah. And then then my passport was like running out at like in July, so I like had to leave in June. So then I came here in June, and I was pretty scared, man. I was like, man, is this like the right decision? Like, I'm leaving like paradise, come to like Aussie. Like, I haven't heard best things.
Have you been to Australia now?
I'd been to Australia once.
Sydney.
In Sydney, when I was like 7. My mum brought me and my siblings over, like me and my older brother and older sister, because to see her grandmother, my great nan, she was like 105 at the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good genetics.
Yeah. And then so we saw her and saw like the rest of the Aussie side of the family and stuff, and that was the only time I'd been to Australia. So apart from that, I'd never been to Australia. So I came here. My mum had a friend who she went to college with, and she like got us in touch and was like, oh, is it okay if my son stays with you for like the first few days? So that's why I did that. Her name's Jo. She picked me up from the airport, stayed with her for the first few days. My first full day in Australia, I came here as a Saturday, and I like jumped straight into sparring.
As you do.
I think I did all right. It was just before Moses fought for Odin.
Oh yeah, Muscat.
Yeah. It was just before that, and like, you had given me some shin guard and some gloves. Like, I had no gear or anything. And yeah, jumped into sparring. Ended up like sparring Kev, and like I was probably like going like hitting way too hard and like going too hard. So then, like, Kev like turned it up and like gave me like a black eye. Like, remember, like, something happened. Like, I slid over there on the back. Like, he like threw me, and like I slid to catch myself, put my hands in the mat. I've turned around to square up, and he's just gone like trail high kick or something, just hit me straight across the face. And then then we did some rounds, and then Frank and Ryan took me to Scarborough, Betty's Burger, I think. Yeah, we went to Betty's Burger, went back to theirs, chilled out for a bit. Then they dropped me off at Cottesloe, and then the Jo, she was kind of getting like wanting me to like move on, and she was like, but she wasn't really saying it. She was like, oh, like, don't have you been looking on Facebook and stuff? But like, I was like, yeah, I've been looking and stuff. Like, I don't like, this is my first time. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. You know, I was very scared. Like, she's like, I don't want you to feel like I'm like kicking you out or anything. But like, here's some apartments. Here's some places which are looking for people.
This looks nice.
Yeah, this looks nice. Like, and then she ended up like kind of like pushing me, but it was good. Like to move into these like Indian boys' house, and like I had like probably like $500, and deposit was 400. And then I'm like, oh, like I need to get a job and all this, and like I'm just stressing out, staying at home. I was like staying at the place, and I was like, you know, I'll just go to like the den and do some training and stuff, like think clearer after that. And then I was like talking to Kev and stuff, going up, like I went up to Kev when he was teaching classes, and like I forgot what he asked me, but I remember telling him like I really want to get into like the UFC, like I really want to, and I looked him dead in the eyes, like, and I did it on purpose. And then oh yeah, I think he asked me like what are you trying to like do here? What are you trying to like get set up here? And I was like, oh, like if in an ideal world, like something similar to like you, like do some coaching, like work out the gym, like so I can train full time, get everything, just like submerge myself in it as much as possible, you know. And he was like, yeah, okay, cool. And where are you staying? Like, and I told him like my whole situation. He's like, this doesn't, and you don't have a job? And he's like, no, like when's rent due? I was like, oh, like next week. And he's like, oh, so you've got to pay what, $400 a week, and like bills like water, gas, and Wi-Fi all included. I was like, yeah. He's like, right, like he's like, oh, like why don't you meet me like tomorrow and we'll like do some pads and stuff. And like so we're doing some pads and stuff, and it's like before one of the MMA classes. And he's telling me, he's like, bro, you're an idiot, like, because I like basically broke it down to him. And then he offered for me to move into his house. And I was like, oh my god, really? Like, it was I was very fortunate, very blessed, and like he took me under his wing. Like, I was very, like, from coming from like England, like people aren't like that. Like people don't like help you. People are like, if they see you doing well, they kind of like try and drag you back down, and like people don't want to help you. And yeah, it's not a good environment to like grow, and like not a lot of opportunity either, you know. And so yeah, I wasn't really used to like that. So I was kind of like, what's this guy like? What's this guy's game? You know, like why is he doing this? So I was a bit like sus at first, but then like it took me a while, like for my walls to come down and like coming out my shell and stuff. And then yeah, like 2 years later, here I am. You know, and yeah, it all worked out. And like to backtrack a little bit, just to bring in like how like crazy all this actually is, like how it's all played out and stuff. I remember before like I got told about gamma and stuff, I was in my room in Thailand. I was like, because I was in my room in Thailand, and I was like, I just started praying, like, because I didn't want my family to think like, oh, I'm just fucking about, like wasting my time. Like I wanted to see them like I'm actually growing, I'm actually trying to change, you know. I don't want to be like a shithead like my whole life, you know. Like, and I just remember praying like, God, like, you know, please help me show my family a way that I can like do something with this, because I knew I was talented. I knew I had it in me. Like I knew I had certain gifts that other people didn't, you know, through like my upbringing and everything. And yeah, I just remember praying, and then like, oh, please help me find out a way like I can like make this work, I can bring something to my mum and show her like, yeah, I got this, you know, through this. And then like a month later, Harry Smith moved in next door to me, and do you know what gamma is? And then yeah, so I really believe, man, this is all divine intervention, you know. It was all written, it was all planned by God, and yeah, here I am, and I just couldn't be happier. I couldn't be more grateful, and I thank him every day for it, you know.
We've got like it's a great story, obviously, coming from that and then coming all the way over to here. And when you said to me over there, and I said, oh yeah, anytime, like come over here and you can train. Like, I'll let you come and train, do some work. And then like, you never know if someone's going to do it. You turn up and I'm like, oh, that's cool. But I've seen in your fights and that, obviously, the heart you've got. And then just like you have some natural talent, and then just that you fucking won't back down. So like that's half the battle when you're fighting, and they can build the rest, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, 2 years has gone pretty fast. We've had
so you've been here for 2 years now?
Technically it'll be 2 years in June, but
And how many amateur MMA fights have you had then since you've been here?
Since I've been here, I've had 3 in Australia, and then 2 in Gamma 2024,
Jakarta.
So altogether 5.
Yeah.
And then this one will be my 6th.
Yeah.
4th one in Australia, 6th through the den.
Yeah, so you've had 3 here, and then you had like an injury which like slowed you down a little
Yeah,
bit.
exactly. Yeah, I got injured last year.
Yeah.
Had to pull out my fight like a week before. But yeah, that was like my first like time pulling out of a fight and stuff, like due to injury and that. And yeah, I was a bit felt hard done by.
Yeah.
But everything happens for a reason. You know, it's all God's timing. It's all God's plan. You know, if he wanted me there, he would have got me through it. You know.
So when at Gamma, you'd only been doing 6 months of MMA.
Yeah, roughly
I
like
went
6
to
or 9.
Bangkok.
Yeah, when I went to Bangkok in
So then,
2023.
so when you started at Wolves Den, you'd only been like 6-ish months of grappling, like, or MMA.
Yeah, being about. So basically, after I got back from Gamma in 2023 from Bangkok, sorry,
I'm just trying to work it out in my head. So yeah, you went back to
back to Thailand, back to Phuket from Bangkok in 2023. Whilst I'd been away, the gym had completely like fell. Like Timur Valiev had like gone back to Dagestan. He was like the main coach there. He fought in the UFC previously, got cut unfortunately from like bad luck. Then he was on The Ultimate Fighter, the season with Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler. He was on the Michael Chandler's team, and I thought he won his 3rd fight, but yeah, he lost unfortunately. Yeah. So he was going to fight someone who fought Sean O'Malley, some Brazilian guy, and he left. And I got back, and like the gym had not been doing well. Like all the Russian professional fighters had left. So like the gym was kind of on its way to closing, and I could kind of see it. But I thought, you know, like, oh, you guys have helped me so much, you know, stuck by me, you know, been very lenient with me. So I'm gonna like stick with you. And then that's when they ended up bringing like a Muay Thai coach in who to add more classes, to try to get more people in. And then after like 2 months of that, probably like January, February of 2024, gym closed. So I did like 3 months of like Muay Thai, just straight Muay Thai. And then had like
Where at?
this place called Uppercut Muay Thai in Naihan. It's like a family run gym. And I followed the Muay Thai trainer from Debrinia there. And then, so I had 3 Muay Thai fights then. And then, so I've had 6 Muay Thai fights in total from now. And then, yeah, then I obviously had to leave and then come here. So,
Right.
So yeah, does that answer your question?
Yeah. So what did you think of Australia when you got here? Like the place itself?
Yeah. When I first got here, I hated it.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah.
Was it James?
No.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
No, well, I remember when he first came here, and then we were like jiu-jitsu, and he was like, and he did not like jiu-jitsu.
No.
Did not like grappling.
Not at all.
I'm not going to repeat the words that he used to say. But that's why I was like asking how long you'd been grappling for, because
What did
it's come a long way now. Like your grappling is starting to like, now I feel like when I tell you stuff, it's not just like talking to the void.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody doesn't know grappling and you're like, you need to do this, you need to do that, it's like you may as well talk to the mats. They have no idea what you're talking about. And we're getting to that point now where I can be like, you need to do this, you need to do that, and then you can kind of see that you're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I'm understanding now. Like it's definitely.
You definitely say when you don't know. Like the other day when I was explaining something to him, it was like a move on the floor, and I said, "Do you understand what I mean?" He goes, "Not really." I was like, okay, I'll try and show you. I can't really show you my knee, but I'll try and show you. And then he got it like. Yeah. But what did you think of Australia itself? Like just itself? Like obviously you hated it.
Yeah.
Why did you hate it?
I thought there was like people were kind of like stuck up, and like there was lots of Karens over here, and like I was learning about like a tax file number and like having to do all this before I could even start working. But then like to start working, to like pay this, I need to start working. But to start working, I need to get this and this, like a tax file number, all this and that. And like it was just so stressful, and I think I just hated the stress, not actually like Australia. And then after like 6 months, like I'm obviously moved in with Kevin Wren, and like they helped me so much, and like calmed me down so much, you know, and just explained things to me. And was just very good with me, like, and I was just so grateful, and I ended up saying like to Kay, like, pick me up from work one day, and he was like, I can actually see myself staying here, and he was like, really? I was like, yeah. And then and obviously like with gym really helped, like obviously like all the outside stuff, as much as it would bother me, as soon as I step in here, like it would just change off me, like feel so free and relaxed and just enjoying myself, Sometimes, some days I wouldn't, obviously, some days I'd let the outside stuff get to me, but most of the time I wouldn't. And then and yeah, so like after like 6 months, like I started really liking it. After I've settled and like finding my feet and stuff, and was able to earn some money, and yeah, like so after 6 months, I was like, okay, cool, I like Australia. Yeah, it's cool here. People are nice. People want to help you. People are friendly. The weather's great. Way better lifestyle. Yeah, good food. Good, amazing training. This gym, obviously, like I wouldn't be here like if it wasn't for this gym. Like without a doubt, I would have gone to Sydney or back home by now. So.
Yeah, they fit in really well. As soon as you came along, like obviously you just found out how we do it here, because I think it would be very different from training the Russian gym. You know what I mean? Like again, there's like it's very different cultural stuff and the intensity of different things, but some things will be better, some things will be worse, whatever. It's like any new gym, you got to get it fit in, but you fit in pretty well from the get-go, really.
And I mean, I didn't realize like how much of a difference it actually makes when your teachers like can speak proper English and you can actually like communicate with them properly.
You see the videos.
It's mad because he can't speak proper English.
You see the videos of me training in Singapore with the Thai coach, and I'm like, looking at Steve, I'm like, I can't understand what this guy's telling me to do. I'm like, just standing there. Like,
they're just making noises.
What's happening right now?
It
was funny.
It was, I can imagine.
It was funny the other day when I was doing my rant in Nogi.
I
said to everyone, I was
like, got like a rant a day.
Oh, I'm on a roll at the moment. It's been a couple of weeks of rants, and I did a rant, and then I was like, "You'll know nothing," and then Bosh was like, "Oh." Like, he was in the class, and he was like, "Oh." It was so fun. Everyone's dead silent, and then he's just like, "Oh."
Yeah, you were going like, "Oh, I work 20 hours a week. You guys are barely in here like 10 hours."
Yeah.
Like, I was just saying there, like, I'm in here a lot myself.
The harder work.
It
was just one of these classes where guys are like, they do a couple, and then they're just sitting around doing nothing. And I was like, "Oh, you know everything then." I was like, I would tell Claire to get the black belts out. You guys can teach your class. You all know everything. And then I was like, "You know nothing." I was like, I'm here. I said, "I'm doing what you guys are doing now, 20 hours a week." I said, "I'm still learning. I just learned something. Someone asked me a question." And then I was like, "You all know nothing." And Bosh was like, "Oh." It's so funny.
It's just a daily thing. It's like, everyone goes, "What do you want to do?" "I want to be the best. I want to get to the top." But you're doing fuck off. Like you got to train. Like this guy over here is like training much more than you are, and then this guy, you know what I mean? Like you got to fucking train.
Actually, just somebody. Whenever I do my rants, people will like bring it up to me the next few days. I'll forget about it. I'm like, it's gone now, and then I just carry. And then they bring it up to me. They're like, "Oh, I really like that. Like what you said. Like that's good." I said, and then I said about you going like, because everyone's so quiet, and then he's the only one that pipes up. They said like, "Oh yeah, Bosh, like, he's always trying. Like he'll just keep trying. Like if he's doing the jiu-jitsu or the grappling or something, like he'll just keep on like working on it." And I was like, that was my thing. Was like, everyone's doing a couple of drills and then sitting there. It's like, how can I? I was like, I've been training 15 years doing jiu-jitsu. I've taught this whole thing this week that I've taught before, like this is my third time going through this, and I'm doing it for 15 or 20 hours in a week, and I'm still picking up. I'll come around and someone asks me a question about, I didn't think about that. Like, that's right. Let me look at that. I'll think about that.
Yeah.
So if I'm still learning, how can you've been training for 6 months, a year, 2 years, and you can think you're like, you've got it. So that was what that was about.
How do you find the difference in the training, like from obviously training in Thailand, the Russian gym, the Thai training, and then training here? What would you say the differences are? I'm not saying better or worse, but like what's the differences, would you say?
I'd say the main difference is Well, in Thailand, it's like you're there to train. You know, people are training, 2 hours twice a day. Here, it's not really like that. Like people have to work, people have to earn money and stuff. Where in Thailand, like if you're a foreigner, you can't really work unless you've got like a certain visa, you know. And so everyone really trains hard in like hard in Thailand, but like not really smartly. I'd say you guys train a lot more smartly, and you guys get like progress a lot more information, because in Thailand it's like most places won't teach you how to fight. They'll like prepare you to fight. Do you know what I mean?
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. And like like because like from a Muay Thai coach point of view, like in Thailand, like everyone goes there for like a month to get fit, and then they leave, and a new set of people come in, and then they're back to square one, so it's like it must get so repetitive for them. So unless you're actually there for like a while and you're consistent and you're disciplined and you're going twice a day or turning up to all the trainings, you're doing everything you can, and unless they see that, I mean, some gyms still see that, and like Tiger Muay Thai, that's way too commercial, I'd never recommend someone to go there, like unless you're already an established fighter. So yeah, I think that's like one of the main differences, like they prepare you to fight. They don't teach you how to fight.
To break it down.
Here you guys break it down. You guys try and get people. You guys grow the people's understanding of fighting. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, it does. Yeah. Which I think that's
so you have like a high turnover over there, so they get like a bit. What's the
understanding?
Exactly. Yeah.
So when you do go there, like you can go there, and if you're just an average Joe, you're like smashing the pads, you're getting like hard. You think you're training hard, but you're not learning a great deal. No. You know what I mean? Like in some places you will, obviously, but they got to be invested in you, which is fair enough. You know what I mean? That's what it is. And then I think in here, everyone's training like, they've got memberships, they're training consistently. You see who's training hard, and you really invest in those people.
Exactly, and you can build a relationship with them.
Yeah.
And like again, like I think there's seen in Thailand like everyone training hard, but like you can only train so hard because everyone else trains hard. Like I remember sitting down with the owner of like OG Firewear, and he explained to me like, and I never really thought about it before, like everyone trains hard. Everyone's training 3-4 times a day, when you get to that level, when you get to that high level, like of competitiveness, like everyone's training 3-4 times a day. How can you differ from them? Well, you can train smarter, you can try and absorb as much information as possible, and like that's one of the things I was lacking training in the Russian gym, because obviously like the language barrier was getting that information properly,
coming across fully.
Like from like a year and a half from being here, I feel like I've grown 5 times as much as I would have in Thailand, training there for like a year, even though I'm training 3-4 times a day. Like I'll just grow so much more here, You
can see, and you get that. You see the progress that you've done since you've come here, and obviously even with the jiu-jitsu, with the striking, with everything. I'll give you some, for instance, I'll give it to other guys. I'm like going, okay, you want to work on this. If you do this, then you're probably going to get better. But you do that by yourself. I'm doing this stuff, like obviously train you when I can.
Yeah.
Like in here, we train like so many times a day. But then I'm like, God, you do that yourself.
Yeah.
And then most people don't do it.
No.
But then I look over, and like you're doing it for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So like you're there just like doing the same thing I've told you. How should do this? I should do this drill. And then you're doing the drill to death.
Yeah.
And that's the difference, And then you want to invest in those people, because people say they want to do something. Just don't tell me, just do it.
Exactly.
If you do it and you show me, and sometimes I look on the cameras here, I'm looking, I see Josh at the back doing the drills. Right now, I see Kev doing the drill. I see certain people doing it. I'm like, yeah, they really want it.
Yeah.
Like, they don't just want to like, just feed me, and I'll do that bit. Like, nah, just do this extra stuff.
Yeah.
And then you're doing the extra stuff without me having to like push it.
Exactly.
That's half the battle, So.
So that's the difference. Like, how are you going to differ? Everyone's training hard. They're training a lot. What's
the difference? What's going to separate you from the rest? And like I was about to say something, but I just forgot it.
We do it all the time.
Yeah.
We always forget what we're doing.
But
that's a bit of a wild journey. Like I say, okay, I come from the UK. I was having troubles there. Going to Thailand, great experience over there. Really issues with money though.
Yeah.
Getting and meeting you in Gamma, and then obviously meeting Kevin. It's weird how the world works.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. And obviously doing really well now. And you got a fight coming up now.
Yeah, I've got a fight coming up now, 21st Feb.
21st of Feb, so that's just under 4 weeks.
Just under 4 weeks. It'll be 3 weeks tomorrow.
Yeah, and against really a talented lad, Southpaw. Yeah. So that should be a good fight.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Josh never asks which fights. You said, well, I'll just take it.
Yeah, I'll just take whatever fight. I trust you, and I trust myself, and my mindset is everyone, there's a way to beat everyone. Everyone's human, and I feel like I rise to the occasion when I put a lot of pressure on myself as well, and I feel like I can use that to my advantage. And I remembered what I was going to say, and I was going to say, people say a lot of things I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, but it's oh yeah, okay, cool, yeah, you gotta show it, you gotta action it, it's there's no point me saying oh, I want to do a high kick. I want to do a high kick. I actually have to go on the bag and try and kick as high as I can, as many times as I can, and just get that repetitiveness, And some people don't really understand that.
You have different types of. You have a lot of different fighters, especially in here. Other players I've trained before, and I've come across. It's certain ones you have to message and go where you at.
Yeah.
Where you're training. Trying to help them out. Obviously, help them as much as they can. They haven't got that motivation to just come and do it. Other people come and they're just doing extra, almost to the point where it's let's get out of the gym. It's too much. You're gonna it's gonna be a negative for you because you're training too hard, and it's gonna have an adverse effect on your sparring or this or that.
I feel like Aaron's like that.
Yeah. Let's get out of the gym. Yeah. But there's some really, really good bodies in here, and I think just the mindset. The mindset's half the battle.
Yeah.
That's why we do that. I said the scholarship coming up. We do the scholarship to push them. See who's got the mindset, who really wants it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I can train you how to fight.
Yeah.
If we can't train them how to fight with all the experience, with something wrong.
Yeah.
We can train you how to fight, but have you got the motivation, the push, and everything else? Then we can sort of mold you into that, and that's what you bring to the gym. I think that hard work ethic.
So discipline. I don't feel like doing it most of the time. Most of the time I'm oh, I'd rather do this or focus on this. But
but that's what we get all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not motivated to do it. How can I get some more motivation? I'm fuck off. Just train. Just train.
Yeah.
No, you just do it. You do it every day. Robin does a training every day. She's got a goal to get to. I shouldn't have to build you up to come into it. Just train.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If James wants to train, he wants to compete at Worlds, he's training. You know what I mean? I don't have to force him to train.
Yeah. I feel like it's just how much you want it. I mean, when I was in Thailand, and I would have trained twice, sometimes 3 times by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah. And then I've got 2 more trainings to go to in Arvo, and then I'd be in my room thinking, I really don't want to go. Let me just go and hang out with my mates, go to the beach and chill out. And I'd do this thing where I'd find these videos on TikTok, these kind of motivational videos of certain things, and I'd just have it on replay for an hour, and I'd be sitting in my room just resting, listening to the same video, the same set of videos, and then that time would come and be right, I've got to go now, innit? Do you know what I mean?
So many times you don't want to train.
Exactly.
So many times I can't be bothered. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I can't be bothered. I don't want to go in. I'm not in the mood. Just do it.
Exactly.
Just do it because that's going to be that's another one ticked off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might have a really wicked session. You might have an average session. Still a session.
Yeah, exactly. And the ones where you don't feel like going, normally they're the best.
Yeah, it can be. You surprise yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just mediocre, but most of the times I was pretty sick.
Yeah, exactly.
That was cool. I did really well.
Yeah. It's funny though, I think for a lot of people listening, they're sometimes I think they want to go to training, and that's their thing. Oh, Bosh gets to just train 3 times a day. That'd be amazing. To be able to train 3 or 4. But when it actually comes to it,
are you going to show up?
Yeah, and you start getting to those points, and then you're like you said, when we're getting ready for Worlds in Japan, and then yeah, I'm like, okay, I've got to go travel to Balcatta in the morning, do an extra session, and then come back here and then train, and then come back and train and teach. And then you're like, okay, Sunday we're training again, and I know it's going to be like Steve and James and Miguel and Casey, and you got to do it, and you're like, oh man, and then now it becomes hard. Like before, you think about it and you think, oh, that's amazing, get to just do that, but.
It becomes hard, but how good is it?
Yeah.
Like, if you don't think how good that is, then it's like, shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But I think it's like, you're tired, you don't want to do it. It's like, I could really do without doing it today. And it's like, but when you do it, it's like, oh, this is sick.
Yeah.
Like,
You just got to get.
this is going to get me to where I need to
Just
be.
got to get in there.
Yeah.
Just keep and keep going.
And
And doing the things you don't want to do. Like,
Exactly.
like when you first came, I remember like I feel like you were like hating the grappling.
Hated the grappling. I hated it. Yeah. Most of the time, I get so frustrated because I'd be getting beat by people, which I know, like, oh, if we were standing,
You know? It's so funny. Look at the look on his face. Like, it'd be so. I see sometimes you're like his fist. He's like someone submit him, and he'd be like. And he's like trying to calm down or whatever. I'm like, you're getting a lot better with it now.
Like, I think the main thing with you when you came, and I think it was the mentality, is like, I'm going to not take a backward step.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tap out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's like the worst. I mean, you don't want to tap out every time, but you need to get your arm broke, you want to sleep and stuff like that. I'm like, just tap out.
Yeah.
And you were like, what? There's going to be people like so much better than you. Like, so much better, because they're doing it a lot more, and there's levels to it, but like, you're getting better and you get better. Now I see you flowing and rolling and actually thinking and going for stuff, and then James will say something or I'll say something, and you're like, oh yeah, I can get that there, you know, like, and you do understand now. And it's just, it's, again, that's a really cool thing, doing something you hate. Like, I want to do MMA. I love the striking. I hate the grappling. It's like, I still got to do it. We're going to do kickboxing. No, I want to do MMA.
Exactly.
That's what I want to do. But I thought, like, and it's like pushing yourself, and then you start to like enjoy it a bit more and a bit more.
Well, now you're submitting higher belts. I'm sure you're probably enjoying it now.
Much more.
Exactly. Yeah.
And like, I'd have like conversations with Kev. Like, me and Kev are quite similar. Like, I hate doing stuff where I'm like not good at, you know. But to get good at things, you got to do them more. And like, and Kev's like, the better I get, the more I enjoy it. And Kev's like, are you enjoying it now? I'm like, It's like, oh, funny how that works.
When people talk, like, when they're talking shit on something and they're like, oh, this, I don't like this, or it's not worth it, it's no good. I'm like, it's just because you suck at it. Like, that's the only reason. Like, if you were good at it, you'd be like, this is the best ever.
It's like getting someone from no gi to gi. I'm not going to go into that chant already, but like no gi to gi. And then they're like, nah, man, I'm not doing that because of this, and that's like, because you're not good at it. Like, you're not good. It's very different. You're getting tied up. But that's the cool thing about it. They do something you're not good at and then get better. That's so cool.
It's
like,
discipline.
To be able to, like, imagine coming in just like starting jiu-jitsu for the first time, but you've done striking. That's really cool, because you start like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. This is like so hard. And then they get better and better, and now the stage you're at, and the see we're going to be like in a year and 2 years and stuff.
Exactly,
It's very cool. It's very cool to see the whole journey. You know what
thank you. And it's like what Mike Tyson said, really, like, to backstep a bit, like, you know, like, discipline is doing something that you hate, but do it like you love it, you know. And people, I feel like people like kind of talk themselves out of things, you know, like, instead of saying like, oh, I've got to go do this, I've got to do that, I've got to do this. No, I get to do this. I get to do that. You know, like, hey, it's hard, you know, I didn't want to come here in the morning and do pads with Ralph today, you know, like, after like pads with Ralph yesterday and then hard sparring, and my foot, my knuckles are hurting, everything, you know, but it's like, what, like, I get to do this. I'm so privileged, you know, I'm so lucky. Like, I get to like chase my dreams, and like God like helps me make a way where I can like support myself, and like where I can actually do this stuff, you know. And like, I
mean, today, like I said, like, not coming in today, didn't want to do it, came in. How good were you on the pads today? Like, no, I mean, it was like a great session. Like, I was watching your session, watching Jed's session. Everyone did wicked today, like, but like, I'd say everyone was struggling, but then they came in and they put it together today. That's what we're talking about, having that great session, you know what I mean?
And then you got to do some great filming.
You got to do some acting.
Got some videos coming out.
Some videos,
And then as soon as you can't do it, you know, like, I would give anything to go back to like training like 3-4 times a day, getting ready.
For the ones who don't know, I had ACL and meniscus surgery, as we said. Recovering is going to take me a while. He's done his meniscus as well. So everyone's like just from training. Yours is more wear and tear. I would say mine's like from the Japanese say competition. And then when you can't do something, I'm so jealous.
I know. Hey, like,
That's probably why my rants have increased.
Yeah, you're not training.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But yeah, man, it's cool. It's cool to see where you're coming. Where do you think you're gonna, just to like sort of round it up? Where do you gonna see yourself going in the ideal world? What's your future hold? The next 5 years.
Next 5 years, ideal world. Pro by either end of this year or start next year, and then fight until I get to the UFC, then UFC champion, and then hopefully open my own gym one day, and maybe like, so I'd like to have like my own like bar. Like my mum owned her own bar, and like me and my mum like would speak about it, like because whilst I was working to save up to go to Thailand, like I ended up working in a pub with my mum. Yeah. She was like a manager and was like, oh, I actually need someone, like, I know you're like a good barman and stuff. So I did that, and like some of the shifts we were on together and stuff, like we'd have a drink together afterwards, and like we would just talk about like owning our own bar, like how it'd be and stuff, and like I just like that's always appealed to me, you know, like
well, ideal world, where would your bar be and what would you call it?
Ideal world, I'd probably I'd like a bar like next to the water.
In what country?
Or I think Australia would be nicer.
Oh yeah,
Australia would be nicer, but I mean, like, I love England. Do you know what I mean? I love the country. I love the history. I'm so proud to be English. Like, government's a bit of a mess at the moment. The country's a bit of a mess at the moment. But like I'd love to have like a bar in England. You know, like all my family's there and stuff. And I'd like to have a bar there. Like maybe.
What would you call it?
Bosh's beers.
Bosh's beers.
No, I don't know. Like
that sounds pretty good.
Bosh's beers. No, maybe like Greeny Party or something. I don't know. Like I'm not really too sure, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I'd probably leave that to my mum. Like
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Got a lot to do.
A lot to do. Yeah, lots of plans.
Busy few years ahead of you. Yeah, so that's cool. That's cool. You got a nice bar. Yeah, and then we get free drinks, eh?
Yeah, 100%, guys.
We're like, we used to do jiu-jitsu.
Hobbling in, martial arts.
That's cool. That's cool. So yeah, we've got your fight coming up. We're rounded up now. Eternal, February 21st.
Yeah.
Be you and then Jed from here. At the moment. It's going to be a good one. So come and support Josh. He's got his t-shirts here as well.
Yeah.
Grab his t-shirt, Josh The Bosh.
Josh The Bosh, come show some sport.
Yeah, and we should have some good fights.
Yeah, 100%.
Thanks for being on.
Oh, thanks for having me, guys. It's been good crack. Pleasure for having me, yeah.
Us.